We're gonna be a little shorter now. We're live now.
We're live on
We're live
Post
now.
Roll Podcast, episode 38. How much can you take?
This is when do we stop?
When do we stop?
Or take me to church.
Never stop. Never stop.
Oh,
Never
wait,
stop,
gotta
baby.
stop. You ready?
Oh,
and
dang.
bam!
Wow.
Oh yeah. We made it. You got
Hey.
headphones on?
Hey, do you have headphones on?
I don't have my headphones.
Okay.
I don't have
Talking about me. We made it. Yeah. Bum, 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 bum.
Dude, we gotta do a shorty on this.
It's a shorty, but I'm excited. I don't care. I'm excited for shorties.
Yeah, me too. I like doing shorties.
Yeah, we can do 100 shorties. We got.
Yeah, we just sang "Take Me to Church." We used all our time singing "Take Me to Church."
You guys missed out. Sorry.
We sang it twice. We did it without the song once, and then with after. Do you know that song?
That's my go-to karaoke song, by the way.
Do you know that song?
Take Me to Church.
My lover's got humor.
She's a giggle in a funeral.
Knows everybody's disapproval.
Should have worshipped her sooner.
If the heavens ever did speak.
She's the last true mouthpiece.
Every day it's getting more bleak.
Fresh poison each week.
We were born sick. You heard them say it.
My church offers no absolute.
She said, worship
In the bedroom.
every heaven. I
I
knew we'd make it a little ways.
know we made it. But I was good. You guys got a little taste on it. One day we'll give you the whole thing. Maybe we'll make a video out of it.
Maybe we'll do it at jiu-jitsu tomorrow night.
In
Like,
geese.
hey, before we go, you guys go ahead and get some rolls in. We'll be like, hang on first. Jimmy and I want to present
Excuse us,
something.
guys. James, please. Let's do it.
We want to show you a little something.
Take up like the first 3 minutes of class.
Everybody's like, I just want to roll.
It's like no warm-ups, guys. This is the warm-up. Just listen and focus on this.
Trust me, you'll be
Trust.
plenty warm after this.
Just keep your hands to yourself. Okay?
Yeah.
For
Yeah,
this. For
yeah.
this.
Hands on your. Yeah, don't be grabbing your partner.
Not yet.
You'll wanna.
Yeah, you want, but not yet.
So the
Cool.
reason I wanted to call it "When Do We Stop" is because Fedor Emelianenko has not stopped.
Oh no,
He
not
was
at all.
doing. He knocked out Johnson, Timothy Johnson, I think? Or I don't know, but he knocked out a dude
Something
named Johnson.
Johnson.
Something
Yeah.
Johnson. Old man Johnson.
Oh yeah,
son.
old man Johnson's son.
He
Something other.
He knocked out this guy in the same exact way he knocked out everybody in the past.
Yeah,
Just clean, yeah.
just clean, just
Dude,
hit
yeah.
the chin,
Slipped a shot, pop.
counter.
Yeah, just that crazy power he has in that. Yeah,
Yeah.
just pop.
I mean, he's got that torque on his hip, man.
Yeah,
really
but
in the
when do you
torque.
stop? He should have stopped, right?
You think so?
I don't know.
I feel like there's like a.
What about Gordon? That brings that to mind. So did you watch Gordon and
Yes.
Phil?
Yeah. And
I watched that.
Yeah, that was an
Exhibition.
interesting exhibition match. Yeah,
It was like watching him roll.
Yeah,
It was
essentially.
just like watching him roll at the gym.
Yeah, when he submitted him like 4 times, and there was moments where he like gave us back. He's like, "I take my back." And then, he's
Yeah.
like, it's interesting because he's working his DVD. He's like working.
And
angle.
he's trying to get into positions
Yeah.
that like show what those tools are.
Just show you, hey, I can get out of the deepest water, guys.
That's
Like, come on.
crazy that he can do that
It's pretty cool.
at the highest level, though.
yeah,
That's what's so cool is that he can be like, "Hey, I'm gonna put a guy here so that I can show this."
right.
Whereas usually you
In
hear fighters,
competition.
the fighters say, I wanted to show more of my stand up in this fight, but I wasn't able to because blah blah blah.
Blah blah blah.
Well, you're admitting that like your setups and your defenses and that sound that you can't control the match.
right.
So the one guy ever who's said it and meant it is him so far
Yeah.
that I've ever seen. There's like, hey, I just want to display this, so I just managed the match and did it.
Yeah, which is amazing on Gordon's part.
At that level.
he's able to do that. He's able to go ahead and call the submission
Woo,
beforehand, put it
man.
in an envelope, which is I think that's unheard of. No one's done that.
No,
Yeah, which is.
I
really-
wonder if he was like at one point like, I don't think I'm gonna get this thing. You'll never hear whether or not he was.
He's like
"God
in his
darn
head,
it."
like, "Dad, I gotta get this
Yeah,
triangle."
what if they open that? Yeah, he arm bars him, and then they open it. And like, it says triangle.
It's like, damn, I messed up.
Why is there a triangle on this? Hey,
well,
Gordon, where you going?
well, see, what had happened was
What happened? Yeah,
that's actually the shape
that's
of
for
your
later.
arm. Yeah, that's the shape of the elbow when it's broken.
mhm.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I made it into a triangle
Yeah.
going the other way
It's-
because it's straight when
Because
it's right.
it's straight when it's
and then
right
I bend
angle.
it,
Mhm.
make a triangle.
180 and try. Yeah, you guys know the degrees.
Or if you caught a rear naked, same thing. Like if you look,
If you see, there's a triangle right here in my arms. You guys thought leg triangle? It's an arm triangle, actually.
Yeah.
It's
knee bar.
pretty vague.
Yeah, I was pulling toe hold.
Had him a knee bar,
Those are all triangles everywhere.
It's a Senkaku knee bar, okay?
Dude, triangle's a pretty safe one to put in there.
Hey, you're right.
There's triangles in everything.
The Senkaku's everywhere.
Hey, it's jiu-jitsu. It's all triangles. Right? Ask Hickson. You can put a triangle. Yeah, well, yeah, that's his logo too. Is it's triangle.
Yeah, I mean that's
triangle for power, everything. I mean, like that's how we stay in guard, and like
that's
break guard.
That's Senkaku.
Yeah, man, Senkaku.
Yeah, that's the epic Senkaku. Yeah. I saw a meme. It's like you call it a triangle, I call it a Hiraishi Senkaku or something. Yeah, it's like you're basic.
Un triangulo. Un triangulo.
Un triangulo.
I trained with this guy that, in Oklahoma City named Eduardo Flores. Cool dude. Didn't speak much English, but dude, his grips were out of this world. You know my Atama? I have this chainmail gi that's like made of chainmail, and I swear to God, it is. And this dude had me in this. You know how like you see a guy.
He's got tape on his hand is mummified.
No, didn't have any tape. He didn't have the mummified. Okay. That was the thing. He didn't have tape, and I'm like, oh well, he's not a big gripper, but his hands had that meat.
Oh yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? Where it's like
I've seen
meat.
I've seen
big
meat.
muscles in the hands. You're like,
you don't gotta talk to me about meat, Collin.
Sorry.
Pat.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Didn't mean to offend you.
Yeah, don't offend me. I'm taking a high offense to that.
Yeah. So no, he just had so much muscle in his hands. So he wasn't big, he's smaller than me, but he went to like grip my sleeve, and I was like,
and you're just like, I'm not taking this.
I was like, I'm gonna break this grip real quick, and
real quick.
Like, yeah, and I couldn't, and then he grabbed this one, and it was like over here, and I'm like, hey man, quit it,
get off me,
stop. I'm trying to do jiu-jitsu, let go. But I eventually got. I used my legs. I'm like, oh, okay. Well, I see what he's doing. So I get my hips in. I go to pop it, and I got my knee in between, and I'm like, watch this. This dude's gonna let go. No. My gi starts ripping.
The chainmail.
I swear to God. Yeah, the early Atama, double weave, gold weave, pearl weave. Made from I don't know what sort of criminal activity. And then, this criminals made in the favelas by criminals. I mean, like with crazy
polymers involved in
metal cables and shit that just went. And I'm like, oh my God, start ripping. He goes, oh, sorry.
Calm, like his grip's still on.
Oh, sorry.
It's okay.
Sorry. Yeah, because he had just been complimenting me on the gi before. He's like, oh, I love this gi. It's so good, the gi. And it started ripping. Dang. Probably because he's probably frustrated with all the gis. All the rest of the gis just rip open. They just rip off, when he gets his grips. God.
I guess when do you stop? When do you let go of that grip? After
when
the gi
do you
breaks?
Stop?
Yeah, is it when the gi breaks? When the gi
like at some point, like you gotta, because what we surmised when I said that, I said, look, here's a guy who can do jiu-jitsu at a super high level. Clearly, he kicks ass, and in gi,
yeah,
but
he's got tight grips.
But he's got a lower level no gi game. If you have a high level no gi game, you can do better at gi.
Yes.
Than a gi guy can with a high level gi game and no gi and no gi.
Sometimes it's weird because you can have a high level no gi game and then meet up a high level gi game player, and it's almost like you guys balance out.
Maybe because you're caught.
Yeah, because you get wrapped up. I mean, the guy has one gi in the mouth, one part of the gi in his mouth, one part on his toe, and he's like wrapped you up, and you're like, I'm not really used to this.
I suppose, but eventually you can kind of break through or whatever. But
break grips.
If you ever get it, if you just concentrate on breaking grips, then you get to where you need to be. But then you control the match because the no-gi, I think, is dominant in that way that, like, we were saying that today when we're like, James is saying, well, you could grab here and pressure the shoulder with the lapel when you're passing the knee slide, the far side knee cut.
Yeah.
And he said, you can straight arm here on the shoulder and pin. But he goes, I prefer not to do that because I'd rather go no-gi with gi, because if you go no-gi with gi, then there's, there's no,
it just transfers over. Yeah, exactly.
There's no way out. Which is true.
I agree. Sometimes using the gi can be kind of distracting to your goals because you're like, I got to get this grip and I got to punch it like this.
Leave a lot of space too.
Hey, there's a lot of space, and no gi is just like you have to be tethered to the person with your body. You got to learn how to like entangle things better, I think. Whereas in the gi, you can kind of just like grab the lapel and wrap it under their leg and feed it to your hand, and then you have control of the whole hip.
Yeah, I do
the whole hippie.
Yeah, the hippie. The hippie. I do weird like hippie stuff with James sometimes when I'm rolling with him with gi, and I can tell he's like, oh, come on.
I know, right? Yeah, leave me alone.
I got to shut down half his hip, and then he's like, stop. And then he's got to mess with that, and then I'm like, oh, now I got a chance to like jump around like a moron over here, and like do stuff that isn't jujitsu, but maybe get lucky.
Grab the hippie, and then you can hoppy, and then you can jump.
Hippie hoppy,
and then you're straight.
Yeah, and so it isn't really like elegant jujitsu in any way for me, but I definitely get creative with the lapel around the leg, do the worm guard stuff or whatever I think that is, and and I think it's just like you said, distracting.
It is distracting. to the overall goal.
Overall goal is to learn jiu-jitsu and do it right.
But I guess there's an art to it too. So I'll give Guy that. There's like a major.
It's a whole nother thing.
It's a completely different art. That's why when people hate on it so much, I'm like, just give it the respect of the art that it is. I mean,
yeah, but if you want to use it for self-defense, stay indoors in the summer. Maybe just fight in the winter.
You're in the summer inside, like, and I'm hibernating right now.
I can't fight nobody in a tank top. I need somebody with a winter coat.
I'm waiting until they get those little goose feather next.
It gets cold out.
I'm grabbing your goose feathers.
Cold out. I'm gonna choke some of them.
Hey yo, see me in the winter though.
Yeah, come see me in the winter.
Catch me outside in the cold and snow.
Oh, you're talking a lot of trash right now because the sun's up.
Oh yeah, it's hot
because it's like 85 degrees.
It's mucky out here, and you sweating and slippery and shit.
Go ahead. I take it. I
take it. I don't rock with.
I'll see you. I got a Christmas gift. Yeah, you're on my Christmas list.
You're on my Christmas list. I'm making a list. checking it twice.
That's what geek guys say when they're mad at you. You're on my Christmas list.
You're on my Christmas list, bro. Don't worry. Hey, little bro, I'm coming for you during Christmas. Even Thanksgiving, I might get you.
That's you, Ian. I'm on your Christmas list.
Ian's hiding. He's hiding in the summertime. Yeah. And he come out, the thick neck, big chest with his gi on.
Yep. You gotta slow it down because he's old.
Oh man.
Get tipped.
That's funny.
Don't want to get tipped by a youngin' like myself, old Ian.
Yeah, man.
Poor Ian. So
when do you stop?
When does Fedor give up? When do they quit? Who was the UFC fight? There was a really cool UFC fight. What was that? Oh, why am it's leaving my head now? And the UFC this last weekend was I didn't
watch it this weekend.
You didn't? Oh. It was what do you call it? There was an old guy in that one. It was a fight night. So it wasn't like a pay-per-view. Mm-hmm. But anyway, it made me think about that. Like, when do we stop doing jiu-jitsu? I'm curious about this. What is your goal? Like, if you're doing jiu-jitsu, what are you thinking you're going to be doing it when you're 75? I think I am.
I think I am too.
I think I'm going to be doing it until I die.
What's funny, in my kids' classes, I'm like, don't rush to learn the technique because you guys are going to do this until you're like 100. Until you die. Marathon. Yeah, it's a marathon. So, like, there's never a point where you quit. And if you're thinking of quitting, then it's like, why are you stopping? When are you going to quit? Why would you quit?
Yeah.
Are
you more confident because of jiu-jitsu? Do you think that you would walk through the world as confidently? And if you weren't, how would it manifest? If you were not confident to protect yourself?
Oh man.
How would it manifest?
Oh, just
would you not be as good at things?
I think, yeah. Oh my, yeah. Just the way I get out of bed now is different. Like I'll do a bridge and I'll roll to my knee and I'll pivot off of it, or I'll push myself off. And
wait, but serious. That's actually something because you could develop chronic injuries from getting out of bed wrong.
Yeah, I'm sure that, like,
I
bet.
Yeah, people that are unhealthy, their body's unhealthy, or they're whatever, and they kind of get out of bed wrong and hurt their knee all the time. They go do it a certain way, and then their knee goes bad.
And just
like a trick knee.
It's like trick knee. Oh boy, you just get out of bed.
You ever heard that term?
I think I've heard.
I had a friend that like he was a neighbor, and it was a neighbor of mine, and he is still a friend. To clarify the tense on this, he's a good dude, and he always had a shoulder thing, but he didn't do a lot of stuff. He played soccer and then but he's very like physically fit, but he didn't do a ton of stuff. And
he's always aching.
I would try to get him to do jiu-jitsu with me, and then like other things, he's like, and then we throw the ball around. He's like, yeah, I got a hurt shoulder, so I can't really do jiu-jitsu. So my shoulder hurts. I'm like, oh my god, my whole body hurts.
He's talking about every single fiber of my being.
He goes, oh, I got
throbbing
like
right now,
torn labrum or something like that, so I can't do jiu-jitsu. But that's not true.
Yeah, it's not true. So many people work with injuries, like I'm training. I'm sure you have an injury right now that you're
growing. Remember?
Yeah, growing. Exactly.
I have like
four hernias.
I have 4 hernias, and I train every day. Yeah,
I don't hear no excuses from anybody.
I've had 4 hernias for let me count.
For like what? Past
since 30 2013.
Years? Jeez, that's when I started
going
doing
on
jiu-jitsu.
10 years.
He's been herniated.
I've been herniated as long as he's been doing jiu-jitsu.
Damn, bro.
That's hilarious.
So when I met you, you were in herniated pain.
Yeah, you've only known me as a herniated person.
Wow. Dang.
Mm-hmm. Could you imagine
the herniated
motion. When I get my mesh and shit and stuff like and they fix it all and stuff, you're gonna be like, whoa, who's this guy?
It's gonna be scary, man.
This isn't the guy I know.
Because I remember the day I got my mesh in my hernia. Changed my life.
That's right. You had a hernia.
I had an inguinal.
Let's talk about your hernia.
About my hernia.
Yours is really private.
Let's do a quick summary.
Yeah. Back before you had nuts. You had something going on with your nuts.
When I was like 7 years old, I had a hernia. It's funny because I thought it was natural. My intestines going in and out of my testicles. I was like, this is natural. Every man goes through this.
He said he would squeeze his scrot and squeeze the guts back up inside his scrot.
Hey, TMI, if you guys are listening, you guys can mute this right now.
But he did it to relax.
But my testicles would get the size of golf balls. Like no lie.
This is back before that was.
This was.
I mean, now that'd be normal.
Now that's life for me. That's just golf balls. Golf balls. I got golf balls. I got Pap golf balls.
But, Titleist. They call it Titleist.
But it was like stress. It was a stress ball. Titleist. It was a stress ball for me. Stress relief. Just that was the sound.
Squeezes.
And then it'd come back and it'd go.
You ever being a kid and all the weird stuff? Yeah, that tops them.
No one told me any different. So
I would, there's booger picking. People do that. I would clean my ears with a pen. And
with a pen?
Yeah, and smell it.
Dude, you were a freaking monster.
I still do that.
Who am I podcasting with right now?
When I first started jiu-jitsu, I got really bad cauliflower ear on this ear.
Yeah.
It's like it kind of. I don't know. It's just lumpy right here, or whatever, hard. But there's this little spot where it folds together.
No,
where it folds together, and it's like this closed spot. So I didn't notice. Yeah, I mean, I noticed it, but I didn't know that it created like a buildup, like when you have like a pug and you have to clean their wrinkle. So
yeah, sure.
So I don't know if you've ever had a pug. I had a pug, and
I've never cleaned wrinkles.
Yeah, if you have a wrinkly dog, you got to clean it.
Yeah.
So that's what I had here is this wrinkle thing in my ear that I had to clean that with a Q-tip. And I didn't know that.
It had gunk in the wrinkle.
It would just start to smell. I had no idea.
Did you enjoy the smell? Did you pick it and smell it?
That's just it.
Okay,
so I'm traveling with this guy for a couple months. His name's Mark Ryan. He and I did comedy together, and I'm cleaning my ear one time like this. I'm just absentmindedly it would smell it.
That shit.
I'm like, that's so stingy. And I remember going, and it still smells, but because it's I gotta keep it super clean.
But did you enjoy it? But did you enjoy it?
Kind of like your own fart.
It's weird.
It's not like you like it, but you kind of crave it somehow.
Yeah, I don't know why. Fart. No, just the back of my ear. I would back of the ear. Okay, that smells kind of weird.
What is that? Well, anyway, Mark Ryan got completely pissed, freaked out because he's a real clean.
Just watch you do it.
Yeah, he would. One time I was doing that. We were at a club or something. I'm sitting there, I'm looking, and I was smelling. He goes, whoa. He goes, why'd you just do that?
Pause. He was like, just pause.
I go, you'll never understand.
Don't psychoanalyze.
You want to try it and then have an opinion?
Hey, it's the star of the show. It's a Violet. You can come this way, Violet, if you want.
Yeah, come on around, baby. Whoa, watch out.
Just
gotta go under.
Just do a limbo.
I'm getting a hug. Oh, my baby. The best. Oh my gosh, you're so good. I love you. Okay.
Brief intermission.
Hey, so
from love, just a little bit of love, guys.
I'll be in there in a minute. Anyway, so we were talking about when to stop. So when do you think you'll have to change your game? Will you have to change your game as you get older?
Oh, I'm sure you'd have to adjust to the aches and the pains.
You just gradually change.
I think you should have the mentality from get go.
When will you stop competing?
When would you start?
Is there a Master 25 division or something that you're because there's Master 6, Master 7. These guys are old, right?
I think you should never stop competing unless you're over it. You're I don't need to prove anything to myself or anyone else. But I think it's just a good test. You got to test.
You're testing yourself. So that's why you do it.
That's why we're doing it.
So that's a good question. Why do you compete? To test yourself?
To test yourself.
Only?
Yes.
Do you want to show other people that you can kick their ass?
I think, yeah. Well, there's that. There's other people need to know that their asses can get kicked in front of everybody else. But then mostly it's to just, for you to see where you're at, and then to show other people yo, you could do this too at any age. You could, if I'm doing it, you could do it, and just inspire people. You can inspire people with it. I think it's a good thing to do. It's a show show your humility to go out there and lose at any age, and just show the respect between you and a competitor. Man. So
you crave the loss sometimes too.
I think I've always.
You're not trying to lose, but you crave that moment to be oh, this is the moment where I do this, where I step up.
Yeah, I think I've always. Man. I think I've needed that. I've always needed that.
That is a cool way to look at it. I think that's really important to be ready when you go into a competition. It's like what Hickson used to say. I mean, put my affairs in order and be ready to die. And this is it. Mm-hmm. You got to be ready to lose. And then when you're ready, what are you going to do?
Right.
Not just be okay, in this moment, I'm going to freak out or get mad or whatever. You got to have a plan for losing and say, when I lose, I do this.
Yeah.
I step up and go, thank you for the knowledge.
Oh yeah.
Thank you for putting me down, put me where I needed to be.
You're appreciative of that experience because you got to hope for the best, right? You got to go in there fighting to win, but you got to prepare for the worst.
It's how Ian must feel all the time.
He's just sitting right now thinking about.
He's not sitting. He's laying down.
He's laying down, resting up, healing. Shout out to Ian.
Good job, Ian. Ian's getting his body fixed up. He had some stuff come apart because he's trying to come at me with everything he's got. And it's just that ain't gonna happen.
Trying to maul you, and you're just not having it.
End up in surgery, don't you?
There's so many little mini feuds that are funny in our gym. I love it. You got you and Ian. You got Jackson and Brian.
Yeah.
Like that's the best.
Harlow's hilarious.
Harlow.
I love rolling with Harlow, dude. We're constantly cutting up.
There's just so much comedy between them two. There needs to be an exhibition match between those two.
Yeah.
Yeah, we need that.
Yeah, and then a super fight with me and Ian.
Yeah, you guys are the headliners, and then it's Jackson and Brian.
Yeah.
That'd be
Problem is Ian wouldn't show up.
It's just pay-per-view.
Like, oh, I'm injured.
I'm injured. he's not fully
healed
yet.
The doctor said I can't.
So why you dodging, bro? Doctor's orders. Whack.
So I guess Ian knows when to stop.
Yeah.
Yeah. When do we stop? I don't know. When you're Ian's age,
or sometimes when your body's like,
58.
I
How old's that dude?
I can't fight you.
God dang. Yeah. When you're just outmatched.
Yeah. Outclassed.
Outmatched. That's all the time for him. I'm just saying that, like, he's probably got a lot of insight.
Yeah.
In that regard. I'm going deep. Because you're laying in
he's going
hospital bed. You can't reach me. So
man.
So yesterday you and I went and got phones. How cool was that experience,
bro? Can we just clink them, or can we just?
Yeah. Cheers. We got our phones. Yeah. So we went and got phones and we got them all set up and we were sitting there just having a blast. And it occurred to me. Did you see that guy get mad at me when I went bam?
Wait, what's the guy that was helping us?
No, the other guy. The other guy that worked there was standing there. He was trying to help some customers. You didn't see him mad dog me?
The guy that was like, I'm hungry. I smelled the Chipotle. That guy?
I don't know about that.
Oh, okay.
It was a dude who was standing right here and he worked at the company.
Yeah,
and he was helping customers toward the end.
He was husky, that guy?
Maybe.
Okay.
I don't think so.
All right.
He was a black guy and he was kind of like lean.
Then I don't know.
Kind of leaner looking, actually. But he was standing right next to our guy, Jordan. Who was the third generation cell man.
Third generation cellular man.
Yeah. And he goes
21st century cellular man.
Yeah. We were saying that he was third generation, that his dad used to sell pagers, and then his grandpa sold rotary phones, and his great grandpa sold tin cans on a string.
Sold a briefcase with the phone in it, thick brick phone.
Yeah. So he's been doing this a lot. He came up in it.
It just runs in the family.
Came up in it. It's in his blood. So So anyway, we were hanging out with Jordan, trying to make him. I was just trying to make him laugh.
We're just cracking jokes and just talking life too at the same time.
And we're eating burritos.
Yeah.
And he would, every time he'd leave, I'd be like, "Hey, you got salsa?" Or like, "Can you get some salsa?" He's like, "No, it's the worst restaurant ever." So,
and he didn't really crack a smile that much either. He was kind of deadpan, dead serious almost the entire time.
But he was grinning.
Great. Underneath, he's like,
"Yeah,
I can't laugh too much.
Yeah, I'm on camera.
I'm on camera." It's company policy, laughing at that
company desk. Family policy. You know how mad his grandpa would be if he saw him unprofessionally selling cells?
You're right. He'd be tossing and turning.
He wouldn't be invited to Thanksgiving. He'd be uninvited.
Jordan's out. Okay, family.
Family of cell salesmen. We saw you cutting it up with customers.
How you gonna chop it up
with the common men?
We're cell men, damn it.
You're a serious cell man or you're not a cell man. Can't do both.
I thought it was funny, the double entendre of cell man.
Yeah.
I was like, that's so clever. Selling cells. Like, what?
I didn't even notice it until you pointed it out, by the way. But then we're sitting there and I did something and then he showed us this really cool thing and I'm like, oh man, bam. And the guy standing right here turned and looked at me all wild-eyed, like, because he was trying to talk to his customers. He did. He gave me that look.
Shut the
F up. And then he turned back to the customers going like this. And he
shaking my damn head, man.
And then he exhaled like I was this problem. Yeah.
We were like a ball of energy in that room, man. By the way. Like everybody else is just like sitting there trying to get their cell phones.
The more still and quiet and lame they were, the more I wanted to have fun.
You like fed off of their still basic energy, and you're like, I'm gonna reform this, change it, transform it.
Like fuel.
Yeah. Like, people's dullness is the fuel for your fire.
It's like jet fuel. Yeah.
Spam risk.
No. That's our alarm, actually. You have 5 more minutes.
Oh, snap. No, for real?
Yeah.
Damn. All
right. So I think we covered the main subject of what we wanted to cover, but here's the deal. Today we're doing gi, and I'm in that gi mode. So I already hurt my finger. And, yesterday, Monday, today's Tuesday, and we're back in gi. How long?
Gi mode, man.
It's okay.
It's okay to be in gi mode. But sometimes
I guess Christmas is coming up.
It's around the corner.
Be ready.
It's Halloween. It's already Christmas. Okay.
Yeah.
Halloween decorations go up. They go down. Then Christmas. Yeah. Thanksgiving's kind of like it's just an indoor thing. But
but we gotta let's do the sponsor stuff. I want to say thank you to GJJSAV.
the
Gracie Jiu-Jitsu Savannah, the best place in the world. I was waiting for you to fill that in. Let's start over. I'd like to say thank you to GJJSAV.
Gracie Jiu-Jitsu Savannah.
Best place in the world to train the best martial art in the world.
With the best people in the world and the best.
Under the best dude in the world.
Under the best dude in the world.
Under the best dude in the world.
Under the best dude.
And under the best
people
dead dude in the world.
Dead dude and his alive son and his best friend and then his student and then
bam,
the whole thing, that whole
bam,
bam,
random salesman guy who hates that. So
salty.
Yeah, salty. So yeah, thank you to James and Pedro and Hickson and Elio for bringing the fundamental jiu-jitsu, but also the concepts that keep us sustainable. Sustainable.
Yeah, sustainable living on the mats.
I was rolling in when I was rolling in these other open mats. I went to this really cool open mat this last weekend. It was in Oklahoma City, like I was saying, and there was many people from different places, and I was hanging effortlessly with high-level guys.
Just like dancing.
Not because I had better jiu-jitsu, but because I was just framing and being where I needed to be. And if they clearly had something I didn't have or knew something I didn't know about where we were or whatever, and I let them do what they were doing and found my way through.
Just let y'all, okay?
No. I mean, yeah, but I didn't like lock horns and fight it. I was like, okay, okay.
You flowed with the go.
I missed the defense on this. Don't have my frame there, but I can do this and I can do that.
Right.
And it protected me the entire time.
You just went where you could.
I went where I could. I moved through and didn't, I wouldn't say force, but I controlled certain elements. But when I couldn't control the element that I was in of the movement, then I would let the movement go and find my way. And I was much safer that way than trying to resist.
Dang,
you see what I'm saying?
That's just a good way to live.
Guys that were better than me were not able to put me in bad positions because I wasn't doing the dumb thing. See what I'm saying?
Right. You weren't stubborn and you conceded where you needed to.
Yes.
Which is a quality, man. Because conceding is something.
Grab your bang.
I'll grab my bitch.
Are you out of bang?
I'm out of a lot of things, but bam,
bang. Concede when you need.
Concede when you need.
All right, that sounds good. Thank you to Bang.
Hey, it's Bang sponsor right here. This is a pretty good one. Black vanilla cherry.
We like it. I've actually had that with Pete.
It's pretty good.
Pete has them.
Pete
Wilhelm out of Tulsa Fight.
It's on my Peter New.
No Fight, Triton Fight Club.
Okay.
They're sponsored. All right, this has been really fun. Ian, I'm sorry you couldn't be here for it. I imagine you can't be there really because you're fearful or something. I don't know. You're probably.
He's saying
you're recovering.
He's saying skirt.
I hope. Yeah, skirt. I hope I really do hope you recover quickly.
Bro. Yeah, thinking
so
about
that we can get you back into another hospital bed.
Oh snap! Them's is fighting words. Those are big fighting words. Okay, I want to see a headline on that. Those are pay-per-view fighting words. Okay, we need money. Make money off that.
I didn't buy the Pro. I got two cameras instead of three.
Oh,
I don't even care.
Hey, 2 cameras instead of 3, man. That's what I'm talking about.
I don't even care.
And we got red ones. Like
we don't need Zoom, dude. Everything's happening right here. Yeah, if you got a Zoom, then you're a stalker. And if you need the Pro, then
if you need to spend $400 to stalk somebody, come on, you need better equipment.
I don't want to get on some sort of list. So I just bought the 2 camera, and I'll stalk in real time.
Right, he's like down the street zooming in on his phone. Like that guy's clearly stalking somebody. Okay,
I'm checking my emails.
It's like no, I'm a private investigator. Okay, bro.
I got Waze. I'm just reporting a vehicle.
I'm just scrolling actually. Both my
Pokemon Go
at the same time.
Playing Pokemon Go.
I'm throwing Pokeballs. Okay, shout out to Grant because he's on that.
I didn't know that.
Oh yeah, he's a high level Pokemon trainer. Shout out.
The Lord loves it.
Motivation and hours of frustration for every single revelation.
We'll see you next time. We'll make it longer next time. Sorry, it's short. We're gonna StreamYard every Monday, I think. If it's not Monday, it'll be Tuesday or Wednesday. So it's either Monday, Tuesday, or Wednesday.
And if it's not Tuesday or Wednesday, it'll be Thursday or Friday.
It's on CollinLive.com. It's on the YouTube channel for Post Roll Podcast. It'll be on my Facebook, my other Facebook, on your Facebook, on his Facebook. Post Roll Podcast at .podbean.com, I think, or something like that. PostRollPodcast.com, definitely. And Barefoot Comedy. Oh, we have a show this weekend.
Oh yeah,
Compassion Christian Church Friday night at 7:00. Sid Davis.
Oh, also Parents Night Out this Saturday at the gym, 5 to 8. Bring your children, bring the costumes, get candy. Let's run it up.
Yeah, man. Go to the gym at what time?
5 to 8
5 to 8. I'm doing it. I'm going to drop my kids off, and then I'm just going to sit in the car with my wife outside for 3 hours.
And just like have a big, deep conversation
about not having kids. My wife and I have 3 kids, and we're thinking about having less kids. That's my favorite line.
Say, when you figure that out, let everybody know. There's a secret to it, okay?
It's illegal. All right, that's it. Bam, out. See you later. Ending broadcast.